Hello and good evening. My name is Rio Claytor, and I'm your manager for our marketing team here at Southwest. For today's presentation, I want to show you the final team selection, and I'm going to discuss the six members, the final four, strengths and weaknesses, the potential, motivation strategies, conflict management, leadership strategies, the value of conscious capitalism, stakeholder values, and the positive impact towards the company. The six members that I've chosen that were selected is Elizabeth, Susan, Caitlin, Natalie, Bob, and Michael. Elizabeth is very dependable. Susan has a creative mindset. Caitlin likes to work under pressure. Natalie, she has great leadership skills. Bob has years of experience, and Michael, he has very good critical thinking skills, and he's able to think outside the box. So the final four that I've selected in my team is Natalie. One is obvious because she has great leadership skills and she's very confident in speaking in front of people. Number two is Caitlin. The reason why I chose her as number two is because she works well under pressure and she has great expectations as far as holding everyone accountable and making sure everyone follows the standards. Number three is Elizabeth, because she's very dependable and she has great communication and collaborative skills and that's another asset she brings to the team. And number four is Bob. The reason why I chose Bob is because he has years of experience and he's able to help others through difficult tasks and he's the anchor of the team. So the team characteristics overall, their strengths is dependability. They are really good uh, as far as being dependable, helping each other out when they need help. They're able to have good problem solving skills um, and lastly, they have good communication skills. That's very important as far as having these strengths is because that way they can complete tasks on time. Their weaknesses, on the other hand, is their attitude. The reason why I say that is because sometimes the issue with working with people, they have some of them have like a tendency have of giving negative energy. They need to work on their unity as a team. They all the individuals that I've named for the final four all would rather work as individual assignments, but they need to work as a team. And the last one is quality work. Uh, the reason why I say that is because they need to not rush the projects or assignments on time, and they don't tend to give quality work. They tend to give quantity work. So they're not very detailed. I believe the team potential that they have is time management. As long as they need to get work done early and be able to turn in the assignment on time and be confident with whatever presentation they have to present with on that day. The second potential will be understanding the roles. I believe this is very crucial because that way each person has an assigned task that they need to complete, and that way they understand their part of helping the company out. The third one is team bonding. They need to understand how to connect and work together as a single organism. And then the last team potential is give more quality work. I mean, quality effort. This relates to time management a little bit because if you're rushing an assignment on time, you're more likely to turn in work that's not very detailed. So taking in time and putting in details in an assignment can boost the morale of the team and feel confident in their statements. The motivation strategies that I present to you is the equity theory. The first one, it basically talks about being fair. networking, and showing recognition. The reason why I chose this is because this will help motivate the team by allowing them to collaborate and share ideas. And the second theory that I've chosen is the ERG theory. This explains the self-value, personal relationships, and necessities. This will apply to the workplace to tailor motivation strategies through criticize and oversimplification and measurement issues. So this will help them as their personal growth, the needs to survive in the world, and relationship with their peers. The management strategies. The first conflict that I've written is Caitlin, Natalie, Elizabeth, and Bob have trouble connecting their skills together to get assignments done. And the strategy or the solution for this will be to have a self-assessment. That way they can test to see what their strengths are. So that way they can understand what they're good at and which assignment that each individual, basically you're matching the strengths to get the assignments done. Um, the second conflict is Bob is having a difficult time adjusting to new tools at work. Knowing Bob, he has been with the company for a really long time. And so the best way for him to get adjusted to new tools is communication skills. That way, he'll have be able to speak and maneuver the task using the newer tools at work, um, so he can keep up to date. And communication goes a long way in being able to stay on the same page as others at work. The leadership strategies. The first one you see is behavior theory. Uh, the values that it brings to that theory is decision making, communication, and task completion. I believe these are very essential skills in this theory because the team can change the perspective on their decision making by understanding the details of it, and the leadership can be learned by developing through patience, by focus on what you rather do than who you are. Then the situational theory, it consists of being collaborative and have great creative thinking and very flexible. With this theory, it emphasizes the leaders need to adjust their style based on the readiness and competence of their team members. So this will bring the ideas in, be more able to solve problems and be dependable at work. The conscious capitalism is very important in this business. The four main groups that you see on the screen is the higher purpose, stakeholder orientation, conscious leadership, and conscious culture. They all bring a value to it. For example, the higher purpose, its main objective is to understand how to treat others in business fairly, making sure not only customers are satisfied by their needs, but also by the employees working for the company. Um, I'm sorry. Yeah, so the stakeholder orientation, it helps to create value, how to move forward long term. Conscious leadership helps others by working with um the people in the enterprises. And conscious culture is about the individuals that act upon their performance for the company. The stakeholder value, um, I believe the society is the number one value. That way, um, it's important to understand the concept of the flow of the operation and how it can impact the society. The second one is customers, because without them having to trust us, there will be no Southwest. And by doing so, we need to understand their needs. And then the last one is the employees. Without them, they help the operation uh, bring success towards the company, and they are mostly valued because of their work and their dependability for the company. The positive impact that I see for my team is their accountability. I believe that if they learn from their mistakes, they're able to overcome it and do better the next time. And that way they can be more efficient with their work. I believe they can be more resourceful. That way they can understand newer ways to develop skills and develop ways to help the flow of the operation better. And then the last one is team connection, I believe. I believe that if they can learn how to work together as a team, uh, is better than working as an individual and having to struggle. So, and then, yeah, if there's any questions, feel free to share and comment. And here are the references. And thank you for your time and have a good night.